Hello, my name is Daisy.
Hey, my name's Alyssa.
And this is
Terrifying Talks.
Midnight creeps and shadows fall, whispered secrets through the walls. Ghostly figures start to sway. Tune in now, don't be afraid. Terrifying talks tonight. Chill your bones till morning light. Spooky tales to make you jump. Heart beats fast with every thump.
What the fuck is up, bitch? I'm trying new things. I'm trying to figure out what to say during the beginning, and I feel like I fail every time because I'd be like, "What the fuck is up?" You know, guns, fireworks, bam. You know what I mean?
But it works.
Sometimes I'll listen back and I'm like, ew. So I'm cringy as fuck.
But it's cute.
To you,
Yeah, that's all that
Probably not
matters.
to everybody else.
No, all
Everybody-
that matters is that I think it's cute.
No, that's not the point of this podcast. I want someone to find me fucking, oh, she's so sweet, she's so cute. Not, oh my god, this bitch is annoying. She says the same shit every single time. What did someone tell me the other day? Someone goes, yeah, stop calling your audience spooky dookies.
And then you really stopped.
I did. Anyways, welcome back. If you're new, hit that fucking motherfucker follow button, bitches. Okay, I feel like I'm
You're
being
a bit aggressive.
Please follow. I appreciate it. It's very welcomed, and I'm very thankful. And I would like to thank my mom.
And we have a whole list.
Welcome. This is Terrifying Talks. I'm Daisy.
I'm Alyssa.
Yeah, and we're just a bunch of whores. And if
Horrors or horrors?
whatever you heard. If you came back to listen, thank you again, always, forever. You have my heart, bitches. So this is the 21st
21st episode.
Yeah, which is crazy. We hit a little over 1.3K on our Facebook page. I would like to see more reciprocated through our other socials, so please follow our Instagram. We don't attend Twitter very much, but we do have a Twitter. We're trying to branch out more on our stuff. We're just girls. Anyways,
Facebook just be hitting.
yeah, Facebook do be hitting sometimes. So speaking of Facebook, we have a joke, maybe.
So it was posted. We're recording on Tuesday, which is apparently National Joke Day or something. So we posted a post, with a cute little joke and asked you guys for a joke back. And we definitely got one.
Shout out to Lou.
Woo, 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 woo. Thank you, Lou, for your
I
joke.
hope that's I don't want to sound rude, but is it Lou?
I hope so.
I hope so too. I'm sorry, man. I asked my
We're
mom.
just some girls, man.
I'm gonna ask my mom. I'm really bad with names. Sometimes I don't even know my own. I'm gonna be honest. But I'm gonna call my mama later. I'm gonna be like, did I say that name right? I just don't want to be rude. But shout out to you.
You know who you are.
Yeah, big facts.
Okay, so the joke is, why is it cheap to have a party at a haunted house?
Cause a ghost be like, bye, bitch.
What the fuck? No, because the ghosts bring all the booze.
You know what the ghost always brings too? Boobies! Woo! No. That's fucked up. You don't laugh. You were laughing at me, but not in a good way. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That was a good joke, though. You're not. That's not funny, bitch.
It's funny because it's so predictable from you.
I bet none of y'all predicted that shit.
For me.
Shut up.
No.
Be surprised.
Oh my god!
Thank you, bitch. That was such a good joke of me. But shout out to you. Love it. Love the comments. Keep commenting. We love it. We love to see it. Yeah, anyways, 21st episode. It's kind of crazy to think that we started in February.
Right? And it's already July 1st.
Yeah.
You guys will be hearing this on the 4th of July. That's crazy.
Ooh, yeah. Anyways, so we are doing a movie today, obviously.
Obviously.
We named this episode Melting Point, and that's because we're going to be talking about, drumroll please. That was terrible. House of Wax,
I'm crying.
2005. So this movie to me has always been like a fan favorite for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched it when I was younger, and it was pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, seeing Chad Michael Murray in a character that's not typical to what he usually like character wise,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like around that time too, you got like One Tree Hill, and at first, you know, he's like the sweet guy, whatever. Anyways, and then you got him in like Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff and shit like that. So
he was
those type of
always more of like
movies-
the good guy.
yeah, like the cute romantic type. So to see him in this movie and see him be like a bad bitch, like that's good for him. I couldn't take him serious when I rewatched it, to be honest, because of all the other things that he's done. But at the same time, I'm like, bitch, good for you. You're such a baddie for that. Like that's good for you.
Yeah.
Make that money, ho. I think I would like to see him in more horror movies.
Me too.
I think he does good in like, you know, those type of like
Mhm.
quick situations, like get out of.
Like suspenseful stuff.
Yeah, I think that'd be really good for him. But if you haven't seen House of Wax, please watch it because it's actually like really fucking good to me. To me.
I loved it. I mean,
okay.
I gave it a good rating, but we'll get into that later.
Facts. So if you haven't seen it, it's basically about a whole group of like college kids who are like heading on their way to like this big ass fucking school football game or whatever. And then, you know, they end up getting the flat tire in a fucking literal, I think they went to go.
They went to pull off because they were like, oh my god, we're really close. Let's just pull off right here and we'll leave first thing in the morning.
Yeah, facts. Anyways, but in a sense, they are in like a ghost town type of vibe. And when they go, you know, seek help, the only place, you know, they have the House of Wax there. They have,
Mhm.
it's like, it's an empty town, but it's not an empty town. Then, you know, the group kind of figures out that they're being hunted like one by one by crazy fucking twin brothers. So, who also run the museum.
Shout out to twins.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Alyssa is a twin. Yeah, that bitch is, all these bitches are crazy. Just kidding. They cook for me every Tuesday, and I would literally do things privately if I could,
Oh.
just for dinner, because I'm easy. No, I'm not. But for them, I definitely would be easy. Catch a vibe. No face, no case.
What?
No face, no case? You never heard that?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We're not going to get into it.
Okay.
Anyways, let's talk about the movie. I want you to go first because I feel like I always tend to go first
You do, because you're better at it.
because I'm a bad bitch.
So let's talk about how that truck just like pulled up with his lights on.
Okay, I truthfully thought he was gonna dump, like, you know how they had like in that area like to dump shit, like they were
Mhm.
dumping like whatever the fuck they were
The
dumping.
dead animals.
Yeah, so I'm 100% sure like that's what that really was.
Like he was going to go do that, but then came across them.
Yeah. And then
I
they
could
were like,
see
let
that.
me pull these people in, counted. He stood there. He like was scoping, saw that they were obviously camping. And it was just an opportunity. They were like, hey, you know, I've seen these people. Because let's be real, if that's a lot of fucking road food, like what do you call it? A roadkill
Mhm.
that they're probably eating. Let's be fucking serious, okay? So what are they? I know they do the whole house, like the wax
Mhm.
stuff, but like,
Well, I mean, the brother even said if it's fresh enough, he's not going to waste the meat.
yeah. So I wouldn't not suspect any like cannibalism up in that bitch. But I think it was, for the group at least, it was, how do you say it? Like they're not there by luck. What the fuck is that saying?
There by chance? By fate?
Yeah, but like the opposite, like, oh, like wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
But yeah, that's what I mean, and I think that happens a lot in horror movies.
It really does.
And yeah,
I mean, think
That's-
about like wrong turn. That's definitely wrong place, wrong time.
big facts. I'd be so frightened if I got eaten by cannibalisms. Ugh, cannibalisms. Cannibals?
Yeah.
Same thing.
I was to say close enough.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, that's what I feel about the truck. What do you feel?
I loved when, what was his name in the movie? Chad Michael Murray's character?
I could tell you. I can look it up.
I just watched it yesterday and I never
Nick.
remember. Nick. I loved how, like, all the guys started, like, stepping up, being all like, what you doing? Type of shit, but then Nick just comes in. Boom!
Loves Nick. See, that's what I'm saying about
Like, they
Chad
all-
Michael Murray.
yeah.
Like, in this movie, that, like, he was like a bad bitch, on God.
Like, they all were, like, kind of all talk, but then he was all action.
Yeah.
And I loved that.
I think a lot of it is based off the narrative of how they make Nick out to be, because even
Mhm.
during the movie he was like, yeah, I'm the bad twin, you're the good
Mhm.
twin, and he's the one who took raps for, was it Dalton,
Yes.
the fucking dumbass
Yeah.
man child.
He was funny.
But yeah, I think a lot of it is what they perceive him,
Mm-hmm.
and
And he just plays it up because that's what they expect.
yeah. So I think a lot of it, especially, okay, so the twins are Nick and Carly.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Well, there's a bunch of twins in this movie.
there is.
I think it was meant to be like that, though, because, like, they were working together to, you know, get away from that. But then, like, the twins in the town were, in a sense, like, the older, I don't know if he was older or not, but the one that didn't become deformed from, because they were conjoined, the one that didn't become deformed from, I think it was their dad cutting them apart, he was definitely manipulating the other one.
Oh, for fucking sure. Maybe because they were conjoined at the head, right?
Yeah, it was like his eye to the back of the other one's head.
Do you think in that case he was so easily manipulated because maybe that part of his brain wasn't there? Because I feel like
It's
a lot of it had to
possible.
be like cut off.
Mm-hmm.
And for the dad doing it himself, let's be honest, I don't know how fucking much of a pro he was. I mean, had a house of wax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Another thing, do you think it was like his parents' thing where they were doing that?
Yes.
Or do you, yeah?
Because, oh wait, do you mean like doing the whole?
Yeah, like taking real life fucking
Okay, that
people?
part I don't know. Maybe it could be, because where else would he have learned it from?
Well, because I also feel like, what if they're just fucking psychos?
That is also a possibility.
Well, the one.
I feel like because of the fact that, like, he was saying how, like, their mom would be so proud, I feel like, what if that was what they were doing and she, like, kind of showed him how before she died?
That's so fucking weird. Another.
Or because she died, that's what brought it on.
Have you realized these last 3 episodes were based off fucking crazy moms? Fucking psycho moms. Last week, and then Jason Voorhees, mommy fucking issues. We got a mommy thing going on. It's kind of hot. So, let's get more into it. I know your man's in here.
Jared Padalecki?
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Padalecki.
Padalecki.
Padalecki. Padalecki. Lecky, not lackey. It's not a.
He could be a lackey. He could be my lackey.
Ew. He can be your lackey. I love that Paris Hilton is in this fucking movie.
Bro, did you know that she wanted to do a lot of her own stunts because of the fact, like, it's her, and so she wanted to, like, prove herself?
I feel like there's so much forced hate on Paris Hilton. Fucking love that bitch.
She literally just did, because she has her own, like, podcast. She just did one with the girl that was also
Carly?
Yes.
Really?
She just did an episode with her, and I didn't watch the whole thing because it was kind of long, and I was trying to watch the movie. So, but the title of it did reference House of Wax.
Really?
So I think they were talking about it at some point in there.
Maybe I gotta watch it tonight.
Yeah.
Like, listen to the podcast or whatever the fuck, how she does it. Yeah, no. What did you think about the third brother?
That shit,
And,
okay.
like, it being like a last. I really wish they would make a second movie off of this, because they really
Yeah.
kind of left you on a cliffhanger of them being like, she didn't have 2 kids, she
had
had
a
3.
There was a third one.
Yeah, like,
I think I want to say that I don't think he was kind of like them, though. Like, he did bring them over there, but he seemed a little bit more innocent. And
like,
then when
hesitant.
yeah, like, he seemed like he just really, because he wanted to physically take them. He wanted to bring them over the things. I think he might have had better intentions.
I don't think so.
I don't know, because what got me was he just seemed more innocent. And when they were leaving in the ambulance, he's just, you can't see me, but I'm just like reenacting his wave and shit.
I feel like that was ominous as fuck. Like, bitch, you know your fucking crazy ass siblings were in there and you didn't fucking say anything. I said, not just that, like why the fuck, like, who put you up to this? Like, you have, you're like well rounded in your head, you know, you have to, like, if you're hesitant about it, like, let's just say for you and your like perspective that he is hesitant on it because he is quote unquote more innocent, wouldn't you think he would have more empathy and actually telling them, like, hey, I'm not gonna bring you here? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why couldn't you just be like, oh, my brother has a shop? And he never even mentioned that they were brothers.
What if, true, what if since that whole town was made of wax and made to still look like a running town, what if he didn't see it like that and he just saw it as a town?
But he still didn't mention his brother.
He could just be stupid at that point.
No. Like, if your brother owns like a car auto thing and you're like, yeah, you can get this at this place, he should be there. And then he's just, it's like you don't even mention, like, oh yeah, and that's my brother, tell him that I sent you. You know what I mean? I feel like that's like a courtesy thing.
Maybe he didn't get to that point since like they kept being sketched out, I mean rightfully so, by him, and then they kept getting kind of an attitude with him. So maybe he didn't get to that part. I don't know.
I
just want to believe that he had good intentions out of them.
Well, let's be real. He didn't, because he waved at them bitches and he was like, haha, don't, like, ha, bitch. And I think it's crazier too, like, towards the end of the movie, the cops were like, yeah, if we didn't even see the smoke, we wouldn't even know you were here. Why are you, like, why is there a, like, I know it's a small town, right? And it was like a certain population, but why isn't it like required for you to like have cops?
I'm not into, well, the fact that it was abandoned, it ended up not like getting removed from the map.
Let's be real though, was it fucking abandoned? Because how did you get that many fucking people, like wax figures? They had a movie theater, they had like a fucking cat lady.
People.
Yeah, but a fucking cat lady, you don't think those bitches were living there already?
What if that's why it was abandoned? What if it wasn't people leaving but them just taking people?
Which is fucking crazier, because how the fuck do you not, like, they had a lot of fucking people there.
It was a lot of people.
It was like a legit fucking whole town full of fucking wax.
Well, they had to make it look believable.
No, because because listen to, right? Because when they were in the movie theaters and he was like, pop, 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 up in that movie theater trying to find that bitch, Carly, right?
Mm-hmm.
There were fucking people's chunks of their face and shit was fucking coming off. Like, that's crazy pants. And your boy Jared Padalecki. Yeah.
Goddamn.
When they fucking took his ass, right? Like, and he was alive. So do you think a lot of those people were alive and they just fucking died like that from like starvation or some shit?
Yes. So when they went down and found, was that, what did you say his name was? Dalton? Was that Dalton that they found strapped up to the machine? His neck. Yeah. Wait, but they chopped his head off. Did he put it back on his head?
Oh, so that
part confused me. Yeah.
Maybe that's why it was so quick for it to snap.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how he... Oh, no, because that wouldn't make sense because his eyes were moving.
Yeah. Because, like, Dalton found... What was Jared Padalecki's character's name? Whoever his character was.
I got it. Hold on. It's something for sure. Wade.
Duh. When Dalton found Wade, like, his eyes still moved, so he was obviously still alive, and he was, like, accidentally ripping his flesh off. And then Old Boy found him, and he ran away, but then he chopped off his head. But
his eyes were moving.
Yeah, they were definitely moving. I think that was fake. Like, that,
Paris Hilton.
I don't think that would actually
Was that her? Was it the
no,
Paige?
She was also dead, though. I thought the person they found was still alive. When they went down...
How did they kill her?
Oh, she had the pole in her head.
Oh, true.
But what I don't get is when...
I wonder...
They found the person strapped to that machine thing again where he was piling wax on them. Who was that?
I'm gonna look it up.
Because it obviously wasn't Wade because he was already in the thing. Dalton's head was chopped off, and I could have swore he was moving. The person was moving like he was still alive.
It says it's supposed to be Dalton.
That doesn't make sense to me, though. I mean, unless he wasn't actually moving and I just thought he was. Because, I mean, he could...
No, his eyes moved.
I swear. Because he could have reattached his head when melting the wax on. I don't know.
I'm honestly looking it up right now. Like, the fucking movie. Because I feel like that doesn't fucking make sense to me.
It doesn't.
Okay, so we think it's supposed to be Dalton. They say Dalton. The website says Dalton.
It just doesn't make sense, but I guess...
It doesn't. But I mean, holes in movies. I feel like that's very typical.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways, do you think... Obviously, we talked a little bit about how there's a bunch of twins in this movie. Do we think in some way it was like a reflection of each twin, kind of? Does that make sense? Like, if
they
it's
kind of
like
symbolized each other?
Yeah, in a way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think... Because there was obviously in the duo of, you know, the bad guys, one was definitely...
Naive.
Yes. One was naive. One was more sinister.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because... What was it? Vincent and Beau?
Yeah.
Vincent was definitely more naive. I don't think he was as... Granted, he did do a lot
Vincent is the...
He was the one that...
Yeah. Okay, with the mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know... Okay, sidetrack. That was like a real mask made of wax.
That is so funny.
And it was so that it could kind of like deteriorate throughout the movie. Like when he was fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's purpose.
I kind of love that.
I just love looking up stuff for movies. Yeah, I think Vincent was more of the naive one, whereas Beau was like trying to be the mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
And Vincent, being the artist that he was, fed into that. And then when it came to Carly and Nick, I felt like Carly was more naive to the fact that
Yeah,
Nick
I see
was...
that. But the thing, okay, so you're saying Beau was a mastermind, but Vincent was the masterpiece.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Damn, that was really good.
Thanks.
You're so smart.
Sometimes. So here's one thing that they kind of left out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Paris Hilton was fucking pregnant? Because they said...
She did say.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, do you mean like just her character?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, she definitely was because she had said to Carly that she was pregnant and she needed to tell... What was his name? I can't remember any of their names. Mike? I don't know.
Watch it not be Mike.
I hope it's Mike.
Let me see. Blake! Mike is crazy.
Mike, Blake, wait, is this Mike and Blake, that's like the same name.
Right.
Close enough.
Sure.
They both have K's in them.
All right.
And
whatever you
E's.
say. Anyways, yeah, she was supposed to tell Blake, and Blake just wanted to fuck like all the time.
And just because the music fucking cut off.
Oh my god, he was like,
He was so cringe.
Oh my god, he kind of was cringe. He gave like fuckboy vibes for sure.
He could have just fucked without the music.
Big
What if
facts.
that's what got him in the mood?
I don't kink shame, so I don't know what to tell you.
You say that every time, but then you go, ew.
Okay, but if it's fucking weird as fuck, bitch, of course I'm gonna say ill. Like cannibalism, ill. I'm shaming the fuck out of that kink. Bitch, if you're hungry, go get food. Real food, bitch. Or like if you like fucking weird ass shit, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kink shame. That's not kink shaming. Like that's not kink shaming like on music though. Like I'm not kink shaming that. Why the fuck would I kink shame no
It's
music?
just funny to me.
You're just jealous, bitch, because I'm funny. I don't know. I just work here. You know what was crazy to me during the movie, though?
What?
When he fucking snipped that bitch's fucking Carly's finger.
Oh, bro.
That shit was
When I
so
saw her
fucking
poking her finger out, I was
crazy.
like, bro, don't do that.
The super glue part was crazy. You know what? I love Chad Michael Murray in this fucking movie. I love when he was like, nah, fuck that shit. Where my sister at, bitch?
Literally, he did not give up. I'll give him that. He was a bad boy, but he did not give up.
Say bad boy. I mean, I guess like in the movie he's portrayed as a bad boy, but he was just a bad bitch.
You want to know who I thought the main character, not the main character, well, kind of main character, who the girl was the whole time? God, what's her name? She played... So for the longest time, I thought the main girl was...
Carly.
Yeah, I thought Carly was Kirsten Dunst.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like when she was younger. Please tell me. No,
No.
come on.
No.
I literally kept thinking it was her.
No, not by fucking...
Guys,
I have
please tell me I'm
dreams
not
about-
alone in this.
No, she looks similar. Don't get me
Okay,
wrong.
thank you. That's all I needed to hear. That she did look
like, but,
similar.
but like barely though.
Nah,
like
nah,
in the
I'm running
hair
with it.
color, maybe.
I'm
but
running with it.
no, I know.
There was definitely some angles that I was like, is that her? But then there were other angles where I'm like, no, that's not her.
I feel like that's Mary Jane, bitch. You can never get Mary Jane mixed with anybody. That bitch was fucking. She's gorgeous. I mean, Carly is too in the movie. Don't get me wrong, but you cannot mix my girl up with her.
Too late. I did.
That's get the fuck out of my car.
Oh.
That's disgusting. I should spit on you.
Oh.
Ew.
No, I would throw
I mean-
up. I would throw up.
I mean, I don't kink shame.
Yeah, what the heck?
It's only because it's you.
What the heck?
I'm sorry, I love you.
Me too.
But platonically, bitch, you're not beating the allegations.
I'm not. I know. I never will.
No, I don't think you will. What a shame. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Do you have any other fun facts?
I do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Let's share.
So the museum at the end, when
Uh-huh.
it was melting, it was shot in real heat and fire, and they made the whole set was, it's kind of a 2-for-1. The whole set was built like from ground up. So the house of wax, the wax museum, the gas station, the movie theater, the church, his house, that was all built specifically for the movie.
Mhm.
So that they could destroy it how they wanted, so that they could take whatever time they needed. So the museum was specifically built so it could burn down. And so they put like, it wasn't necessarily wax, but it was stuff that would like melt and burn to look like wax.
Yeah,
So it was like more practical effects than it was CGI.
that's really cool.
Yeah. And it was really cool.
You know what? I wish they would make more movies like this, because I feel like when you think of slasher movies, right?
Mhm.
I feel like they're more basic. You know, they've gotten more basic in a way because you have like Michael Myers and stuff like that, and fucking, you know, the new Scream movies. And I'm all for those types of movies, but it's just kind of like I really do like to sit back and really watch like a crazy fucking person just become like that. Okay, so like last episode, right?
Mhm.
Crazy fucking bitch, right?
Mhm.
And obviously fucking psycho, she killed fucking people, but it's not like a slasher movie because it was more paranormal. I don't
Mhm.
think, has there been more slasher movies within that we've reviewed or like lately? Because I feel like a lot of things lately have been very like paranormal, and like I said, I'm
Mhm.
down for all of that. It's like I love it, but like I said, I just would really enjoy the unraveling of just two fucking, not even two, just like a psychotic fucking slasher who just went crazy because their mommy probably died. Honestly, I feel that though.
I do feel like nowadays a lot of movies do tend to go towards like paranormal.
I think there's a lot of more real shit that happens out there, and I think that's what makes actual like this. I wouldn't like ever second guess that this movie was like not. Someone came up to me and was like, yeah, that happened in real life. I would fucking believe it. I would
Yeah.
honestly believe that there's two fucking psycho twins just like you, okay?
I'm not that psycho.
And you know, they just fucking go crazy.
I would definitely believe it.
Yeah. So I think that's what makes it more scarier, because there are more believable things out there. You know what I mean? Not that paranormal stuff isn't believable. I think that shit could happen too.
I think it's just overplayed at this point.
Paranormal?
Mhm.
Yeah. I love the movies that are coming out though. Like they're good movies.
Yeah.
It's just, I think there's right now just too many paranormal shit going on.
It's like the niche of the decade.
Yeah. Like slasher movies like back then.
Yeah, like 80s slashers.
Or like
and-
even like this is early 2000s movies that are,
I guess is this early 2000s?
yeah, it's 2005. When you
Oh,
consider that?
I thought you meant
early
like
2000.
now.
No, early 2000, early. Kind of, it's not early. It's like 20 years ago.
Ugh, that hit me right in the heart.
Yeah, because you're like 50.
50.
I'm kidding. It's
I
a
feel
joke.
like I'm 50.
Bitch, I feel like I'm 50 too. I'm not gonna lie. I was talking to someone about that today. I was like, man, like, you're literally 25. You shouldn't feel that way. Bitch, I could feel it. Like,
Just reverse that age, 52.
amen, hallelujah. Amen, hallelujah. No, but I really thought it was a really well played movie. I really enjoyed that those twins were both like survivors,
Mm-hmm.
final girls,
Yeah.
even though Nick's not a girl. But
He could be a little final girl.
he can be a little fruitcake, even though he's not fruity. But yeah, I think this has always been a good movie to me. I even think rewatching it was still a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with like all of the practical effects in it.
Do you have any more fun facts?
Since they shot the museum melting scenes in like real heat and fire, it got up to like 100 degrees, and they had to take breaks so that they wouldn't get like heat exhaustion.
That's crazy.
Paris Hilton did as much of the stunts that she could do on her own.
I'm kind of sad that she died in this movie.
Me too.
To be honest. I think they all, except Dalton, I'm going to be honest, all have a really good chance of surviving.
They did.
Not Dalton, though. Sorry. I just feel like that's just me personal.
Last thing is, even though it was set to be in like America, it was shot in Queensland, Australia.
Really?
Yep.
Then how the fuck did that shit not melt on its own? Let's be fucking for
Could
real.
be hot.
Dude, where the fuck were the spiders?
Maybe they were just good at hiding them.
You know what that reminds me of? Where they're turning on all the lights on and off, trying to figure out whatever the fuck. I don't remember what they were trying to figure out. But it was Nick and Carly. They were flickering all the lights and shit. And did you see the one where the dog, it's wax, but its tail was like wagging. It was super cute. I was like, oh my god, look at that puppy. It's a fake puppy, but it's a cute puppy. It was like, another thing, I know there'd be like crazy old ladies and shit like that, but how the fuck do you not see this old lady open this window like 5 times in a
And just
minute?
look at her face.
Yeah, like how do you not realize this town is fake as fuck? Like you don't see anybody walking. It's the middle of the day. I would have gotten creeped the fuck out, to be honest. Like imagine you go to a small town and they're like, yeah, blah 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 blah, small town, talk to this person, and then there's legit you've only seen one person that whole entire time. I think that's fucking nuts. I think that's cool bananas. Real quick, let's talk about the kills. What was your favorite kill?
Paris Hilton's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one. I don't think you see Blake get killed, do you?
No, you don't see him get... Well, technically, yes. Because he wasn't fully dead until he, like, stomped the knife further into his neck. But you didn't see, like, the action of him getting, like, initially stabbed and everything.
Yeah.
Dalton's was also, like, a good beheading.
You know what? It's kind of crazy, too, because then you realize when they're, like, okay, backtrack to what I said earlier, and that if these people were actually, like, alive while having all these wax like get poured on them, I wonder how long it took them to finally die after being, because that's hot fucking wax, that's like your skin and shit, and then he like fully wax you. Okay,
yeah, he took off all of his hair,
every single fucking, and imagine like if you're like rocking an 80s bush and shit, like imagine how fucking owie that would be.
I was just thinking to myself, if like Jared had like a lot of hair down there, if he had to take that off too, or if he just left it.
That's a real answer, or not an answer. That's a real question. I wonder, because he did shave everything, if he had to shave everything. You think he shaved people's buttholes? That's what,
Come on, let's get you nice and clean.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do people say? Let me line you up nice, bro. No, that's crazy work. That would be absolutely wild, because how much time do you think they had between him fucking waxing everybody and then like putting them in fucking boiling wax?
You know what's crazy? Because he injected them with stuff, didn't he? Like, was that just to paralyze them, or did he also like help numb the pain a little bit?
No, I just read that he was in, like, Wade was in full like agonizing pain.
That's so sad.
It is. I think I would assume that because of how hot that wax is, that it's literally
It's like
burning off his skin, like it melted away type shit. So
That's sad.
yeah. And to have your body freshly fucking, like, imagine you just shaved your legs and then you pour the hottest fucking wax in the world on it. Yeah, big ouch. Like, just shave. You know how, like, when you shave, I don't know how, like, when you shave your legs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You, like, exfoliate afterwards?
No.
Okay.
I'm so lazy.
Facts. Felt. No, but, so I'll exfoliate. So I couldn't imagine, because sometimes, like, especially if I have, like, perfume scented lotion type of vibes, right? Like, if I'm feeling that vibe and I'll put it on, like, that shit kind of hurts.
Yeah, because it like burns like where you just freshly shaved.
Yeah, maybe that's like I don't know, because exfoliating, all that other stuff. I'm also blind in the shower and I can't fucking see shit, so I probably have like cuts and shit.
I was gonna say it could be like razor burn and
Mm-hmm.
I mean essentially like when you're shaving, sometimes it is like small little cuts that happen.
Yeah, so like just imagine having all these little open cuts and you get all these fucking hot ass wax. Like, it literally looked like you're under like a water bucket, like at a water park, and you get all this water
I
dumped
was
on
thinking
you.
like a car wash when they go through the sudsy part.
Yeah, I could see that too. I think this is a great movie. I think I recommend people to watch this movie.
What would you rate it?
Honestly, because I like it so much, I'm gonna rate it like a good 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think I would give it a 10 out of 10 if they had Paris Hilton survive. I'm gonna just be honest. I just feel like, why the fuck? If she's like indicated that she's pregnant, why would you not keep her alive?
For the dramatics.
What do you rate this as? Am I about to hit you?
I rated it a 10 out of 10.
Oh, did you?
But you want to know why?
Why?
Because they played My Chemical Romance.
Oh, yeah! I forgot about that. We were supposed to mention that. Yeah, okay. So, Alyssa over here, she's big on MCR. I am too, but I'm not going to their concert.
I am
somebody
definitely
is
going to their concert.
It's because I'm poor. If I could, I fucking definitely would. But I'm so poor. Plus, I'm gonna go to Comic-Con instead, so that's okay.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I love Comic-Con.
Yeah, as soon as like the end credits started rolling and I heard them playing Helena, I was like, what?
I love that song, by the way.
That was the first song I ever heard from them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, after watching this movie, that's technically the first song I've heard too from them, because I watched the movie before I like really started listening to MCR. So
yeah, I don't think when I first ever watched the movie, I don't think I really watched the end credits like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when I just started scrolling on my phone during the end credits, and all of a sudden I heard it, I literally was like, what?
My Chemical Romance?
And then I had to, Daisy, what do you mean this is playing?
You know what, too? I like knew of it because after when I watched it, I'm pretty sure that's the only thing I fucking waited on your text message on was My Chemical Romance, because it's My Chemical
exactly.
Romance. So I was like, yes.
I am obsessed.
She sure is. But yeah, I think that really concludes all of my thoughts on this movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to end it with MCR.
You sure did. I feel like, I'm going to be honest, I don't feel like we really went into deep depth of this movie, but I like it the way we did it, only because I really do recommend like people watch this movie if they haven't seen it. Have you? Is that the first time? No, I've
seen it before. It's been so long though.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you have seen it before, it's still a good rewatch for sure.
Like, it definitely still held up over time.
Which is very surprising based off any other movies we've done in the same era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, rewatching them, I've definitely gotten the ick sometimes.
Yeah, because of, like, certain, like the CGI or just the acting in general. But this movie stayed pretty solid for me. It did. Yeah. I think we're going to end on that note.
Hell yeah. Don't forget that July 18th, we will be doing your guys' stories, so please submit them.
Yeah, and if you don't hear us do stories because you guys didn't submit them, fucking pussies. Just kidding, that was kind of rude. But please submit them. Please. We
want to hear from you. These are your stories. We can't just tell ours the whole time.
Yeah, I would love to tell my stories. I got a bunch of them, but I would really like to read somebody else's.
Exactly.
And like I want to be spooked for real.
Spook us.
Yeah, spooky dooky.
And you have to be okay with us reading your stories if you submit them.
Yeah, and to be honest, I wouldn't be mad if there was like a fake story in there.
Yeah,
I'm being honest.
just give us stories.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't even have to be your own personal stories. Maybe just tell us also like your favorite fucking like camp fucking, do you know how the haunted stories or whatever?
Yeah, like little
campgrounds and
ghost
stuff?
stories type of shit.
Yeah, I would love to hear some fucking ghost stories. Spook me. I want to be so scared. I think about it for a week and I shit my pants.
And then she'll text me and I'll be like, me too, man.
Yeah, like I want to. But if it's like, don't make me read something and it's like I fucking summon the devil or some shit.
We'll like read it in our minds. We'll pre-read it and be like, is this okay to say out loud?
No, because I feel like even I don't want no Evil
I'll
Dead
read them
shit.
for you.
Bitch, if you Evil Dead my ass, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed at you. I'm so serious. Yup, I don't fucking play. I'm dipping. You can kill everybody else. I don't give a fuck. You ain't touching me. I don't give a fuck who you are anymore.
Wow.
Bitch, you're literally in hell already, and you're a demon
It'll be
now,
their
and you're trying to kill
fault.
me. And I'm not trying to be killed. Are you fucking a silly goose?
A little.
Oh my god. Honk.
Honk. So yes, submit your stories.
Yeah, please. I like to hear it, unless you haunt me. So, next week, 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. We're going to be talking about the movie Uninvited. Super excited about that. Also, a throwback movie. So, do you have anything else?
If you haven't watched The Uninvited yet, make sure to watch it so you could listen along with us next week right away.
Also, yeah, and share your comments on the movie too.
Let us know what you thought of House of Wax.
And if you don't say anything good, don't comment anything at all. Just kidding. I would like to hear your opinions. I'm such an opinion girly. That's it?
I think so.
Cool.
Is there anything else?
Not that I remember, ho.
Then I think that's it.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
You know what? Speaking of that, Warren every time he's like, "Who is it? Yeah, you're bye." I'm like, "You making fun of me, bitch? What a hoe." Anyways, bye.
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 Oh, goodbye. Good. I should honk my horn, but I'm not gonna do that. Goodbye. Aggressively, passive aggressive, with love, affection.
And gaslighting.
Oh my god. So much gaslighting. Okay, goodbye. Say goodbye to me.
Goodbye.
See? That's how you be manipulative.
Why?
Bye.